Hi, Jim Boomer here, CIO of Boomer Consulting, here to give you a quick debrief on the Boomer Technology Circle's spring meetings, which we just wrapped up. We started a little earlier, so everyone fresh off a busy tax season was eager to get reacquainted with their friends and peers and meet new members, as well as collaborate and share information. So while we had varied discussions from meeting to meeting, there were certainly a number of topics that bubbled up to the top and were consistent across each meeting. First is in terms of the metrics. We do collect financial metrics each year. Hopefully your firm has participated in that. What we're seeing is revenue per full-time equivalent is slightly down from 142,000 last year to 138,000 for the past reporting year, fiscal year 2009. At the same time, technology spending is actually up from 5.4% to 6.1%. So what this is telling us is that despite not having a record-setting year, firms recognize the importance of investing in technology to gain a strategic advantage. And I'll point out that it's not so important how much you spend in IT as where you spend your dollars. And what we're seeing is that investing in internal infrastructure is on its way out, and what's moving in is technologies that you can leverage to improve efficiency, to improve innovation, which then lead to additional revenue opportunities. Second topic is cloud computing. We had firms across the spectrum in terms of willingness and readiness to move to this model. We saw a number of presentations on overviews as well as specific examples of firms that are already moving applications to the cloud. The general consensus is that there's truly value in this area, but there are still a number of concerns that exist. I don't have time here to go into all of them, but I will say they are valid concerns, but at the same time I think they're concerns that all of the major vendors are aware of and are focusing on, as well as there's some technologies that address many of the common concerns already. Beyond cloud computing, there was a lot of discussion about Windows 7 as well as Office 2010. Both of those are getting, the initial reports are all positive in terms of the firms that have tested it. Windows 7 side of the house, we have a lot of firms that are planning to move this summer, and we had a handful that moved before tax season. And in terms of increased performance, user adoption, compatibility, all reports have been positive. The official lines from CCH and Thomson Reuters on the Windows side are that all products are compatible with the exception of CCH's foundation document. On the Office 2010 side, since it hasn't been officially released to the general public, neither company has gone on the record as certifying their products as compatible, although they've committed themselves to get there as quickly as possible after the general release. In terms of Office 2010, I don't think there'll be a huge learning curve there, especially if you've already gone to Windows 7. A couple other topics that were hot throughout the meetings were virtualization, and this has been for a number of years, but it's typically been on the server side of the house. What we're seeing new is more and more firms looking at, and some already implementing desktop virtualization and creating their own private secure cloud within their firm. Certainly an interesting trend to keep an eye on. And then finally, workflow and automation. Really nothing new here, but firms across the board continue to look for ways to become more efficient, and workflow is a great way. If your firm is still depending on a number of spreadsheets throughout the firm to track your projects, I would definitely recommend that you move this up in your priority list. Our focus now turns to getting ready for the BTC Summit in August. We look forward to having a great group there as we bring all the circles together. I just want to wrap up by pointing out that as part of your contract, you do have the ability to bring 3 people to that event, so we certainly invite you to do so. Thank you for taking the time to watch this Technology Circle recap, and hopefully we will see you at the summit. Thank you.